everybody out there. This is Elle with Dollface Boutique, and today we'll be soaping with the fragrance Coconut Milk and Lavender. It's a beautiful floral mix with a hint of creamy coconut, and I would say it's one of my favorite fragrances. And I have never soaped with it before, so it's always a surprise. This fragrance can be found at indigofragrance.com, and I hope you enjoy the work, so stay tuned. Okay, let's get to soaping. So today, we're working with beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lavender and coconut from indigofragrance.com. Let me tell you, I had never heard of this combination before until somebody sent me a melt, like a wax, soy wax melt to try out for their company in my other channel where I review candles and melt and things like that. And it was just delightful. And fragrance oil supplier surprised me with this for testing, which is unbelievable because it's such a creamy fragrance. I will post the notes down below here, but bottom line is it's lavender and the coconut milk just makes it creamy, and I had never thought of this combination before. I was so surprised, pleasantly surprised, and this is fabulous. So let's get to soaping. All right, so today what I'm going to do is I will attempt in the pot swirl with a lavender color, which is going to turn out more on the lavender side. This is actually a mix, because if I had put just ultramarine, it would have been too on the blue side, and then if I had put just purple, it would have been too dark purple. And then what I did was I mixed this pigment right here, which is called Pretty Purple, and this actually comes from bescented.com, and bescented.com is a website and a Facebook group where you are able to buy soap supplies, and that's where I get most of my soap supplies from. And it's owned by Jen, by A&S Suds and Such, and she's such a sweetheart. She's such a doll. I'm telling you right now, I'm a huge fan. I've been watching Jen for a long time doing her soaps, and she's amazing. And I'm so happy and thrilled for her that she was able to get her own business going. So if you soap and you're a soaper, professional or beginner, or doesn't matter if it's just a craft project, go to Be Scented. I do not endorse any products that are sent to me. If I don't like them, I do not endorse any just free products, because trust me, I have to believe in what I'm soaping with and in the quality in order to let you know what it is that I'm using. As you may see, I never tell you where I get my oils. I never tell you where I get some of my other supplies, but this is worth talking about because Jen sells them for such a reasonable price, and you guys will be able to get a hold of those and not pay through the nose, not overpay for something that is crap. And this is quality, and I believe in Jen, and I believe in her business. So major shout out to bescented.com, and as well as my fragrance oil supplier, which I die hard believe, and that would be indigofragrance.com. These guys, I'm telling you right now, if you want safe fragrances that are tested for you, have all the information without paying that extra money, that are uncut fragrances, strong and potent, indigofragrance.com. All right, so now that I'm done with my plug here, which is all that I believe in, believe me, I'm not gonna ever tell you about something that I do not trust 100%, okay? All right, my oils are already in here. I have put my clay in there, and we're gonna just give it a mix. I'm gonna attempt in the pot swirl. Now, today, in order to get the soap to harden a little better, I chose to go with coarse 100% kosher sea salt. Now, kosher sea salt does not dissolve completely, and because we're not making a scrub type bar, what we will do before we are able to add that salt water in here, I will use my little T-ball strainer, and I will strain that because it has really, really fine little grits in there that we gotta strain, and only the salt water is going to go in there. Sodium lactate is also a natural type of salt, but it is actually extracted out of sweets like beetroot and sugars. So basically it's the salt that gets extracted from sugars instead. So you would think that sodium lactate comes straight from salt or sodium itself. Negative. It actually comes from sugars. So read a bit about it out there. It is a great alternative, and it's ready for you. Just drop it in there and you're done. Good to go. However, today I'm going to go 100% with a much more organic alternative, which is the kosher sea salt. It's a coarse sea salt that I already mixed, even stick blend a little bit, and we're going to use that water into our soap batter. Okay, let me go ahead and give it a quick little zippity zap here. That's just so my clay is not lumpy, okay guys? I want you to understand what I'm doing here. Now, doesn't matter what temperature my lye water is right now, and I'll tell you why. Unless the fragrance itself gives me some acceleration, that will not be a problem because I usually soap at lower temps. This fragrance is not 100% completely clear, and that is because of the coconut milk, I'm assuming, at this point. So to create that creamy sort of effect, you kind of have to have a little bit of vanilla in there. So I don't know what to expect. I've never ever soaped with lavender and coconut milk before, and I'm expecting great things. So let's grab that lye water here that's already been inspected for lye lint and all of the other problems that we could possibly have. Let's drop that in there. I hope you guys can see it. There goes my lye water. And okay, perfect. Lye water is in there, so let's go ahead and just swirl that in a little bit to emulsify the batter. Okay, so here is my #1 rule of thumb. If you don't know what you're working with as far as your fragrance goes, make sure you do colors first, then a hardening agent, then your fragrance. Catch my drift? Colors first, hardening agent, if any, then the fragrance. All right, so let's go ahead and put that batter into our purple, or what it's going to become. And here is our titanium dioxide. I want it to be very white. However, because the fragrance might discolor, we don't know, it might, I want to make sure this is really white so it kind of counterbalances a little bit. All right. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and give the lavender color a little bit of a whisk. All right, that's perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for, kind of that color. So, all right, so this is the colors we will be working with. Now, let's go ahead and drop that hardening agent in there. And that will be the salt water. By the way, this salt water is water that has come off my soap water, meaning this would be my water discount that I'm not doing a discount on, because we're using the rest of that water in here, which will automatically kind of make the the soap batter looser. And now we're going to go grab our stick blender. And then do the same to the purple. Okay, this is the time for magic. Here it goes, lavender and coconut milk, which you can find at www.indigofragrance.com. Okay, and here goes. There goes. No ricing, no acceleration. Let's see here. That's starting to accelerate a little. Okay, let it sit here and marinate for a couple seconds. All the while, we're going to sanitize our mold, which has already been cleaned, washed, scrubbed, and sanitized. And let's see. Not too bad. Just mild acceleration, but perfect clean. No ricing, no anything wrong. All right, well, that's looking really good, guys. I love it. Perfect consistency. You can probably get away with doing a nice drop swirl for quite a bit here. Okay, so let's pour. To do the in the pot swirl, I have to use my left hand here, so I gotta grow some skills that I do not have. There you have it. Lavender and coconut milk. I'll be posting pictures. So check out the information down below, and I'll be posting information through my whole video. I hope you like this, and we'll be back for the cutting right after this. Alright everybody, let's cut lavender and coconut milk. It is the day after, roughly 24 hours after I made the soap. Now, remember I added salt water, kosher salt water, as a hardening agent for this bar and this loaf, and I wanted to test it out. Well, let me tell ya, right now I have such a solid loaf. To be quite honest with you, this has actually been more solid than sodium lactate.
every single time I've ever added it, in my opinion, as opposed to any other time. And I gotta be honest with you, when I add sodium lactate, it's usually not this hard or nice to unmold. It's actually still a bit soft when I have that sodium lactate in there. I see a tiny little bit of discoloration on top, which could be caused by the glitter itself and on the sides here. So first of all, you go ahead and cut me a chunk of, hold on, that end piece that doesn't look fabulous there. Just so you guys know, I am exhausted. I've been having such a hard time sleeping. My shoulder hurts, so does my so do my hips and my back. So it's been tough for me lately. All right, let's see. Okay, that little piece there crumbled. Oh wow, jeepers, that looks really pretty on the inside. That was a really nice piece, so let's go ahead and cut another one, making 3 big bars. Wow, yeah, the bars are really on the harder side. Smooth, beautiful in the pot swirl. Look at that. Sadly, that has broken on the side. Oh, it just smells delightful. Oh, that coconut milk and lavender is just, wow, fabulous. Never thought of it before, guys. Here we go. 3 big honking pieces of soap. Look at that. Just looks delicate and exactly like you would think coconut milk and lavender would be. So far, there has been no discoloration on the outside. The top part looks discolored, but it isn't really. It's just how the glitter, the iridescent glitter, is actually acting up with the top. But everything else is just so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, delightful smell. Oh, man. And let's turn this around and cut that end piece right here off this bar. For samples. These will be our samplers. Look at that. Nice. And there it is. Look at that beautiful round swirl in the middle. The details on the sides. We got 3 big bars there, guys. See? Well, this is it for today. And I apologize for me rambling on a little bit sometimes. Today particularly, I don't feel very well. So, I would say that if you guys have any questions, comments, please rate this video by giving me a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you very much for watching and sticking with me. And if you have any questions, any ideas, anything, just go to my website, pop in, take a look at what I do, all of my artwork, all of my other stuff. There isn't much listed right now for you guys to see, but what's there is a little bit of what I do, so you can get to know me a little bit better. Well, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.